I'm Shireen.
And I'm Keilah, and welcome to
I'm That Kid.
We'll be talking to kids who do big things in the world of dance,
TV,
social media,
film,
acting,
sports,
and more.
And we'll be finding out all about their journey, what it actually takes to be that kid.
Prepared to learn, laugh, and have fun. Let's get into the episode.
Okay, so guys, it would only be right to kick off this episode, the first episode, with the host of I'm That Kid, Miss Keilah Kofi.
What?
So Keilah, we are going to ask you all the questions that we are actually going to ask our guests, but you being the first guest, you got to go first. Is that cool?
Cool. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. So, I know the answer because I'm your mama, but you got to pretend that you don't know me and you are telling everybody your story, okay?
Beautiful.
All right, so tell me what you were like when you were younger.
So, when I was younger, I started modelling when I was 2. And from then, I've just been a very cheeky girl, been really confident. And
if she does say so herself.
And just love to have fun. And when I started doing my career, I started modelling when I was 2 years old. So my first ever shoot was Clark's. It's a shoe brand. And my mum, after that shoot, was like, yes, this girl has got it.
Can I just insert here and say, Keilah was born on the 22nd.
Oh, Mum, you say this all the time.
I know, but it's very relevant. I feel it's very relevant. Keilah was born at 2:22 on the... When were you born? On the 22nd of the 2nd. All the twos. I think that's amazing. So we kind of knew, and she came out and she was beautiful, and so we kind of knew straight off the bat she's going to do something.
She's going to do something.
So and yeah, you were right. You were an absolute madam.
Cheeky.
Yeah, when she was younger, but in the best way possible. I mean, she did it at the right times and booked the jobs, so that was good, wasn't it?
Oh.
What would you say made you want to kind of do that thing, or do you think it was just kind of naturally what you did?
I mean, most things I do now, I get inspired by watching social media. But when I was younger, I didn't really watch that much social media. So I think I was just made for it. Like, if you get what I mean.
Okay. And how did you realise you were good at it? Because everybody kind of, dances around their house and sings in the bathroom. So what made you think, actually, I'm quite good at what I do, at entertaining?
I think when, I sing in the shower, all the time. So,
she does, very loud.
I do that all the time. And I just feel like I would watch people and get, jealous by them and want to be them. But then once I just, stop watching them and just focus on what I'm doing, I'm like, oh, I'm actually quite good at doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, and I think that's really key, isn't it? Like, when you start looking at what other people are doing, you can get sidetracked because you're putting your energy in the wrong place. This is the kind of talk that I give Keilah all the time. But you're right. The moment that you thought, okay, instead of being jealous and envious, I'm going to try and do what I see those people doing. And you've done really well. What would you say are the hard parts about what you do, about performing professionally?
I think waking up early, which is a very hard bit for me.
You know what? Sorry, pause.
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't even think we've told you. I'm sure if you follow us on social media, I'm sure that you all know. But Keilah plays young Nala in The Lion King in the West End. It's her first ever theatre role. We'd never stepped into theatre before, had we?
Never.
And so we're really proud of her. But it does come with downsides, doesn't it? Like everything, there's a balance to it. So tell us about what are the hard parts.
So I think waking up early because I have to go all the way to the West End. And I feel like being late is a thing that we need to improve on. We are late 24/7.
We are not, Keilah. That's not true.
I think half, a quarter of the time.
Anyway, moving along swiftly.
So we have to improve on that. And I think just connecting with all the other cast members in The Lion King. Sometimes we can have our downsides, and I don't relate to all the other cubs, and I just think I'm not part of like what they're doing. And you just need to really like connect with them and get to know them, and then sooner or later you will be like best buddies with them. So yeah.
Yeah. So do you think it's more so when you go in new environments and just finding your place with
Yeah,
people?
Probably because me and my partner, we just had 2 new people joining our group, so it has been quite hard to like connect with them as they are still new and they're still like doing stuff that we used to do but we don't do it anymore. But really we're just gonna have to join in with them and just have some fun.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, isn't it? And obviously they're coming with fresh energy, and maybe you're a bit of a sort of turned into a bit of a grump.
I guess you could say so.
Yeah, okay. So what do you love about it? I know there's a long
Yeah,
list.
there's a load.
What do you love about being in The Lion King?
I love the community, the cast members, like the elders. They're like family. Like the person who plays Big Simba, he's like a big brother to me.
Owen, shout out Owen.
So yeah, we always have fun and we always joke together. And yeah, like I think the environment just so happy. The chaperones are so
They are wonderful
loving.
people. Actually, I'm one of those mums. I'm probably a little bit of a nightmare, but I was so at ease straight away with the chaperones. Just how happy Keilah would come out every evening, and yeah, they're just really great. They're really great with the kids. So I want to say on here, thank you for looking after my kid.
And like sometimes we always joke around with the chaperones, like they might like pretend to kill us, but like like they'll kill us back. But yeah, we always have good times there.
Okay, and where do you think you find your confidence? Because I know that there's lots of kids that would love to perform, would love to do what you do. And maybe they even do in their house, maybe in front of their parents or in front of their siblings. But then when you put them in a professional setting, it's quite daunting. Do you know what I mean? It's not,
Sometimes.
yeah, it's not easy. So where do you think you find your confidence?
To be honest, I haven't really thought of this question. But if I had to like choose someone that I'm inspired by, is probably you. Because
I didn't pay her. Honestly, I did. This was not.
But now she needs to pay me. So I think because my mum, she was a dancer back in the day. And she performed to loads of people. And I always watch her like videos. She shows me like amazing artists that she's like videoed people with. And does music videos. And I just look at it and I'm like, oh my gosh, mum, you did that. And that's like really inspiring, and I think that's a lot of hard work, like rehearsing and all of that to get it perfect. And she was a really good dancer.
Thank you, Keilah. Less of the was. Thank you. Guys, let's just take a minute to talk about our amazing sponsor for I'm That Kid. It is Shades Dancewear. And guys, if you have not found this company yet, where have you been? It is led by 2 amazing women who are really shaking up the dancewear world. Everything that you find there is aimed at embracing your ethnicity and really holding on to your identity. All the shades are for every skin tone that you can imagine.
And when she says every skin tone, she means every skin tone.
No more do we have to just put up with wearing pink. You can dance and feel like yourself. Guys, this brand really is amazing. The quality of the products is something else, and they have everything available for age 2 upwards. You can find them online at shadesdancewear.com or on TikTok shop. Check it out. So how does that give you confidence though? Do you think it's because you feel like, okay, well, I've come from her. So, what is it about watching mum that gives you confidence?
I feel like it's the hard work and dedication, because my mum, she always pushes me to do stuff. Like she wouldn't make me do stuff that she doesn't feel comfortable with. Like I remember one time we went to Thailand and we were in a pool and I didn't know how to swim back then. And she told me to just jump in, like I will catch you. And I wasn't that sure. But then I jumped in and I was perfectly fine. And now I'm an amazing swimmer.
She is a good swimmer. I'm just looking at you. You make me laugh. You make me laugh. I'm listening. I'm kind of listening to you as a listener. I know I'm your mum, like I said, but hearing you, we've not practiced this, we've not rehearsed.
No.
I don't even think you knew the questions that I was going to ask you. So, yeah, it's really interesting to hear you say that. But mummy's always got your back. So
Yeah.
I think that's what you're saying, that you're just confident. Your confidence comes from there. That's the foundation.
And it's not even my mum, it's like her siblings, my uncles. They push me to do stuff, my aunties do. And it's kind of just like a tradition, you could say. But they always push me to do stuff, and they're always so happy for me when I achieve such good dreams.
Oh, that's brilliant. All right. What would you say so far? I mean, you're only 9 years old, so your journey is just starting. But what has been the best memory so far of your career?
I think probably to do with The Lion King. I have two things. So, oh God. I think doing the 25th was amazing.
That's the 25th anniversary. Lion
Yes.
King has been open in the West End for 25 years.
It was like a whole book story. It was a crazy week.
Yeah.
And I think also getting the role as Nala was amazing.
That was huge.
That was amazing.
That was, oh my gosh. Guys, if you are in this industry, you will all go through these emotions, and it was a complete roller coaster, wasn't it?
Yes,
for the whole
it
family.
was.
Because obviously, well, you tell them you trained, didn't you, for a
Yes.
number of weeks?
So there was this thing called Cub Academy, and that was 12 weeks.
12 weeks, yeah.
12 weeks. And every 3 weeks, they would cut out children. And there was this thing called Yes, No, and DTL. So I went the first time when I was 8 years old. And when I auditioned to get into Cub Academy, I got a DTL. And DTL stands for down the line. So I had to come back next year to audition again.
And even that,
I wasn't even the right age.
Yeah, but I think that was even a great starting place, because it's it gave you a little bit more hunger, didn't it? It was
Yes.
she was devastated at first, DTL. And I was like, well, Keilah, it's not a no. Do you know what I mean? So we came back and she auditioned again to get into Cub Academy.
And I got it. I got into Cub Academy, which was really, really fun. There was loads of children. And as I said, every 3 weeks they would cut out children. And it was called rounds. And they would give them a DTL yes or no and stuff like that. And then I got through all the cuts, and I made it down to the final 4.
I think there were 4 girls left.
4,
yeah.
And then there was 3 boys left. And then one day, so we had the thing there, and then they were supposed to tell us on a certain day, but then they only called us to say, do you have any holidays booked on that day that they were supposed to tell us? And my mum just said no, and she was like, okay, then thank you. And they hang up.
It was absolute torture. I'm not going to lie. It was torture. And I feel like I'm a very positive person. So the whole time I was just saying, Keilah, just hold on. I can see you as Nala. I think, do you know what I mean? We've got this. But with each day, with each hour, I could just see her losing her, the hope was just seeping out of her hair. And it was hard. It was really tough just to hang on and just believe, basically. And that's what it was, wasn't it?
Yes.
And then I got a phone call. She was at school and I got the news, and I did not think I would, but I actually burst into tears. And it was just the relief, just being able to, oh my gosh, to let go and think, okay, we did it. So, yeah, it was amazing. And then when she got the call, I hadn't told her yet.
Yes.
So the Cub director was able to kind of trick her a little bit.
Yeah, she was like, you're not in Cub Academy. I'm very, very sorry. So your mum will go and collect your goodie bag. And she was like, okay, since the Cub Academy is done, you're going to be Nala. And I was like,
We were
frozen, and my
crazy.
whole body was flooded with tears, but I didn't show it because my siblings were right there, so I didn't want to make them be like.
But it was amazing.
Deal.
Nah, it is a big deal, and we were so proud of her, and yeah. So that's your best memory. That makes sense. Well, kind of what I was going to ask you next, I was going to say, any setbacks. Have you had any setbacks? Because it's important, I think, definitely when, as a child, when you're achieving really great things, you don't want to just get into the mindset that everything you do, you get. Because that's
Yeah.
not life, is it? It's not true. It's not life. And you don't learn anything that way. So, what would you say was a setback that you had to overcome? We probably just mentioned it, but
Yeah, the DTL when I was 8 years old. I thought it was like a definite like no. So like when I left, I burst out crying to my mum saying I didn't get it, and she was like, "What?" She was like really confused, and then she asked me, "What did the director say to you?" And I said, "Oh, she said I got a DTL." She said, "Oh, DTL means come back next year."
yeah, I was like,
So
Keelah, that is not a no. Like, why are we in McDonald's, like, crying our eyes out? It's okay. Like, we get to go again.
yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah, and then I got it the next time, so that was good.
that was good. And you overcame it. And I think
Course.
that that would have been really quite nerve-wracking to have to go back, like, because you probably, did you have it in your mind that you might not, or did you just think, nah, I'm smashing this?
I honestly don't know. Like I just wasn't really focusing on that. When my mum told me just come back next year, I was just like getting ready for the next year, and I think I was probably very very ready to
Yeah,
do it.
you were ready. I think so. And what advice would you give for anybody wanting to do the same? I mean, not even necessarily Lion King, but any kind of maybe let's talk about theatre because that's what you're in at the moment.
Yes. I just think be yourself and shine as bright as you can. Like, don't look at other people like saying, "Oh, I need to go into this other audition. I'm sorry." Don't be like with your friends, "Oh, I'm very, very nervous," and all of that. Because I remember when I auditioned, I think maybe for like half the time I was maybe like that. But I do regret it, and I should have just gave it my all. When I got the DTL, and I think just don't worry about all those other kids. If they say, "Oh, I'm very, very nervous," I was like, "Okay," you just say, "Okay, like I'm not nervous, but I'm not gonna be nervous with you." And she was like, "Oh, I thought you were my friend," and all of that. But like, just don't worry. It doesn't even matter.
I think that's so good, Keela. And I was always like that as well. In when I was dancing, I never wanted to go around people that had that kind of nervous energy because it transfers, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like you kind of feel like you have to, even if you don't feel like that, you feel like you have to kind of play along and be like that as well. And it's just, yeah, it's not helping you. So I think that's a really, really good tip that find your own space and protect your energy
Just give it your all.
and give it your all. Yeah, yeah. All right. So, how old are you now?
I'm 9.
She's 9. Ooh, my baby. Where do you see yourself, Keela, in 10 years? In 10 years, you will be 90. Well, in fact, it's your birthday soon.
Yes, it is my birthday soon, so I'll be 20
Yeah, let's
in
just say
10 years.
let's say you'll be 20. Where do you see yourself?
Okay, so I've been like thinking, and I haven't really spoke to my mom about it that much, but I think I'm gonna stop doing like the acting. I think I'm gonna do that until I'm like maybe 15, and then just like have a break. And when I'm older, I actually want to be a cake maker. So I want to start a home business, and people would call me if they need to like have a cake, and I just make it for them, dish it up, and then just give it to them. And I think that takes a lot of hard work as well, just as much as acting. But yeah, it might be a little bit strange to you for what I do now, but yeah, that's what I want to do.
Well, I think everybody's looking at my face right now because I'm just thinking, what the heck? But it's good. I think that's really good to have an interest outside of this because it can get a bit consuming, can't it?
Yes.
And I totally understand that. And I think, yeah, go as far as you can. And then when it's not fun anymore, do something else. I think that's a good idea, darling.
Start a new life.
Start a new life. Okay. Right, Keela, what do you do in your downtime? What do you do when you're not working? What are your hobbies? What do you like to do? I could answer this, but anyway, go on. Shall I? It starts with a D, and then it ends. It's 3 words. Do you know what I'm talking about? What do you do all the time when you take my phone?
What do I do? Wait, let's it. Oh, Okay, so me and my sister, we have Roblox, and we always play it like all the time, and we're friends on Roblox, and we always play Dress to Impress together. It's this game where there's like models.
I think,
And-
if I'm honest, Keilah, I think everybody watching this will know what Dress to Impress
Yeah, well,
is.
yeah. And like there's models and like there's a theme and there's like loads of clothings around the place and there's hair and makeup and body tones and like your nails. And you have to dress on theme. So if like the theme was like a meme, you have to like dress up as a meme and you can be a masculine or a feminine. And then there's like game passes as well. Like you have a limit of how much clothes you can have on, but then there's a game pass and you can have like +6.
Can I just ask, why do, because all of that just went blah, 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 over my head. Why do you like it so much? Like, what is so great about it?
I think this is just so weird. Because in Dress to Impress, in like every Roblox game, there's a chat box, and I just love having drama in it.
Okay.
It's just like just having beef. It's like really, really fun. I don't know why,
Oh
but
my
other
gosh.
people might not like it. But yeah.
All right, we'll leave that. All right. Can you say, I'm going to actually go on to some quick fire questions now, and literally you cannot give me a long answer, okay? It's got to be like super snappy, super quick, first thing that comes into your head,
Cool,
okay?
let's do it.
Hopefully it's not going to be rude. All right. Ready? Favorite color?
Purple.
Favorite season?
Summer.
Favorite social media platform?
Instagram.
Favorite animal?
Butterfly.
Favorite food?
Curry.
Favorite film or TV show?
Victorious.
Really?
Yeah.
Favorite clothing brand or shop?
H&M.
Favorite song or artist?
Sabrina Carpenter. Badchem.
What would you call yourself if you were not called Keilah?
Probably Kiki.
But you are called Kiki. That's your nickname. A completely different name. If you were a baby and you got to name yourself, what would you call yourself?
I don't know.
Okay.
I actually don't know.
Okay. Who is your inspiration?
You.
Ah.
Come on, it's quick fire.
That's it.
That's it. Okay.
That is it. That is it. Okay. And then finally, can you tell everybody the end of this sentence? I'm that kid because.
I am confident and I always wear myself out.
Okay. So just say it, the whole sentence, please.
I'm that kid because I am confident. I love to have fun.
Yay!
Woo-hoo!
Woo woo! Keilah, well done. Thank you very much
Thank you.
for being our first guest on I'm That Kid. The next time you see us, we will both be talking to somebody else. But what do we need everybody to do in order to grow this channel?
Subscribe! Woo-hoo!
We really do need you to subscribe, guys. We want to make this so huge, and we really want everybody to get involved and be inspired and just see that there's so much to achieving as a kid, isn't there?
Yes, there is.
Yeah, there is. And sometimes I feel like you guys don't get to be heard because you are a child, so you kind of got to go with the flow of things.
Yes.
But I think you've got a lot to say, haven't you?
I do.
So guys, if you want to hear more chats like that one from other kids that are doing big things, please hit the subscribe button now. And also, I guess, turn on your notifications, because then you are not going to miss anybody's story. But thank you for watching, and we will see you on the next one.